If someone asked me what settings would I change on the Galaxy Z Fold 8 on day one and I could only choose 10, well, this is them. Here are 10 settings that I wish I had known sooner, because some of these will immediately improve how you use your Galaxy Z Fold, and some of them will make your Fold stand out from the crowd. And when you show them your new modified phone, they'll probably ask you the question, how did you do that? So this is the widest Galaxy Foldable yet, but for some reason, the cover screen is locked to 4 apps per row.
That doesn't make sense.
Especially given the fact that the more narrow Ultra phone does allow for 5 apps per row. So let's fix that. The first thing you need to do is locate your Samsung Galaxy Store. It is pre-installed on your device. I actually add it to the Edge panel so that it's easier to find. And you'll be able to find yours in your app library if you swipe up. Once you open this up, you want to search for GoodLock and install this and run it. Now in GoodLock, if you swipe down just a little bit, you'll see Home Up. You want to install this plugin. On this page, enable home screen and then tap on it. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the option to change the home cover screen grid to whatever you want. So if you want 5 apps per row, you can set it to 5 by 5 and job done. Now you've got more space for apps and you can resize your widgets more than you could before and make use of that wider aspect ratio. Okay, this next one involves staying in GoodLock and within Home Up. Once again, we're going to go back to the home screen menu, but this time we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, because here you will find a feature for the inner unfolded display, which is very useful. So it's this one here, pop-up folder. And just to demonstrate for you guys what this actually does, if I switch it off quickly and head to one of my home screens, there's a folder right here. When I open this folder, it takes over the entire display. Now, if I go back and switch this on, when I open that same folder, it opens in a little window, which I actually think is nicer. So we're going to stay within Home Up for one more setting. This time we're going to tap Home again, and we're going to scroll all the way down. And just next to the pop-up folder, you'll see Large Folder. Enable this. And there's one more important step to this. If you tap where it says Large Folder, there's a little hidden sub menu here where you can set this to custom. And if you want to, you can customize some of the stuff just beneath it. But let me show you what this actually does. With this setting enabled, when you hold your finger down on an app folder and enlarge it just like you could before, you'll see these rounded curves at the corners. This means that your folders can now
be formless, shapeless, like water.
Because you've unlocked the ability to resize these into longer rows or even columns, which can be extremely useful for this phone when you're working with slightly less space than you normally get on a regular smartphone on the cover screen. So I don't think it's a stretch to guess that if you have this phone, you might struggle a little bit when it comes to the back gesture from the left-hand side of the screen, because it's so far away. So if you are the type of person who prefers swipe gestures as opposed to the buttons at the bottom, unless you're gifted with giant hands.
Yeah, dude, help us crowd, brother.
But in a good way. And there are 2 simple solutions to this. Here is the first one. If we go back into GoodLock, and here on GoodLock's home screen, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find this plugin called Registar. Open this up. Here you'll find some hidden shortcuts to perform certain actions. For this one, we're going to go to side key, press and hold. And here we're going to map this to the back button. So now whenever you need to go back and you're using your phone one-handed, you can just hold the power key down and it will go back 1 step. And this means you'll never have to reach to the opposite side of the screen or use your other hand to go back, because you can just do this. Of course, there is something to keep in mind here. This overrides the Gemini shortcut that this phone defaults to with the power key. And if you can't live without that shortcut, don't worry.
I got you, homie.
We'll get to the second method very shortly. All right, this next one is the only tip that exists in my other 2 tips and tricks guides, which are more deep dives into all of the settings. This one is going to be very important for you if you care about taking the best possible pictures, and pictures better than your friends, even if they have exactly the same phone and have snapped the exact same photo in the same location at the same time. So for this one, we're going to go back into GoodLock again. This time within GoodLock, we're going to scroll down until we see this camera assistant, and we're going to install this plugin. Now on this page, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see this 24 megapixel resolution. Switch this on. Now with this setting still off, when you go to your camera, you'll notice the 12 megapixels at the top. When you tap on this, you can switch between 12 and 50.
50?
But when you switch on 24 megapixels in photo mode, now you've unlocked the middle ground, the secret 24 megapixel mode, doubling the detail in well-lit environments, but do remember to switch back to 12 megapixel mode for shooting lower light environments. So here's a question for you. Have you ever accidentally taken a screenshot whilst trying to shut your phone down? It is annoying, isn't it? Well, here is a trick that can help you with that. So we're going to go back to GoodLock again. And within GoodLock, this time we're going to download and run the plugin called Nice Shot. And here we're going to enable another hidden feature. It is this add delete button. So now whenever you accidentally take a screenshot with your phone, you'll immediately see the option to delete that screenshot before it's even saved to your gallery. All right, so some of you might be quietly admiring my Batman depth effect wallpaper. I actually made this myself. And if you do want this particular wallpaper or any of the other ones you've seen in my videos, do drop me a comment. I'll send you a link. Anyway, let me show you how to set up and unlock this 3D depth effect. So step one, open up your Samsung Gallery app, navigate to the photo that you'd like to use. This works best if there's a clear subject in the image. In this case, it is of course Batman. Now what you can do is hold your finger down on the subject of the image and it will automatically cut them out of the image quite precisely. You'll then see these options, and what you want to do here is save as image. So now we have a separate cutout version of the subject without the background. Now step two, go back to the original image, tap on it again and hit the AI sparkly stars at the bottom. This time we're going to use the AI eraser tool, tap this, and then we're going to tap Batman again to have the AI select him, and we're going to erase him from the image. So now we have just the background, and we're going to save this as a copy. And once again, we go back to the GoodLock app. This time we're going to install Wonderland and run this. Here, you're going to select create my own moving wallpaper and then hit the little plus. On this page, select gallery and then go to the background image without Batman that you just created. The next step is of course to add the Dark Knight back into the image. So you can hit the little gallery icon with the plus down here, go to image, and we're going to find the image of the cutout Batman, which is right here. And then we're going to place him where he was originally. Ideally, you do want to make it a bit bigger so that when the wallpaper moves, it's not kind of cropped off on one side. So place Batman where you want him to be, then hit image settings. Here you can enable the individual motion effect. So for the foreground, you don't want it to move as fast or as far as the background. So this one, I would recommend only adjusting it just a little bit. So the X and Y I've set to 3. You can adjust this however you want. Now tap on the background image. Now go to image settings, enable the motion effect. And here you can have these a bit higher than what you had, or quite a bit higher than what you had for the foreground. You'll have to play around with these to get it just right. But once you've set it, now you can go to preview and test out how the motion effect will look. So you might have to spend a little bit of time fine tuning this. And get this, if you hit the little plus one more time, if you really want to, you can add some particle effects on top of the wallpaper. So if you go to the presets right here, you can add some snow, for example, and that's how that will look. Okay, if you're a fan of Apple's liquid glass, maybe you've had it in the past and you miss it now, or you just want to try out how it would look on your Samsung phone, well, there's some good news. You can do it! So go back into GoodLock again. Right at the top, you'll see theme park. Install and run this. At the bottom of this screen, you'll see icon, tap here, and then hit the little plus for create new. If you want to, you can change the shape of your icons to whatever you want. And once you've chosen, down here, you can go to icon and then go to effects. And here you will find the preset glass effect. And as you can see, it does give you a lot of options when it comes to how this will appear. So you can play around with this and really customize it. And if you guys liked how my icons look on my home screen, I actually used the gradient effect and chose a black and a gray layer and made the gray layer kind of transparent. So it looks like dark glass. But if you want to try the liquid glass effect, you can just hit the download up here. This saves it to the phone. You can call it whatever you want and then hit OK. Now you can just tap on that icon pack that you've just created and hit apply. And there we go. You now have liquid glass icons on your Galaxy phone. But personally, I actually prefer my own custom black transparent icons because it adds a nice little dark tint to them. That actually improves the visibility in my opinion. Anyway, now your icons are apparently transparent. All right, remember that wide problem that we spoke about earlier where it's hard to swipe back from the left edge? Now here is the second hidden technique that I promised you guys back within GoodLock. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see this. one-handed operation plus, install and run this. Now what I do is I disable the left handle. This leaves it as default, so you're not modifying the swipes from the left side at all. So here, just enable the right handle and then tap the blue writing underneath it, and that will jump you into the sub menu where you can map these unique gestures. So I've kept it simple, but you can go as advanced as you want with these. You can do a straight in gesture, a diagonal up and a diagonal down. I've set the diagonal down to activate the back key. So now when I'm on a web page or within an app and I need to go back, I can just do this and there we go, it goes back. No big hands or stretchy fingers needed. And you'll notice when I did that gesture, I got this unique animation at the side of the screen. If you like this animation and you want to customize it for yourself, it's actually quite easy to do. So consider this one a little bit of a bonus tip. Going back to the one-handed operation plus menu, if you go to advanced settings right here, make sure the animations are switched on and then tap here where it says animation. You can choose different styles of arrows and customize the colors of this back gesture. So now whenever you use your brand new hidden secret shortcut to go back, you'll get this nice little animation to confirm that you have done it properly. So does your phone ever keep going off annoyingly with notifications and phone calls to the point where you're like, shut up! Well, there are many solutions to this, but all things being equal, the simplest solution tends to be the best one. And here's a very simple and effective solution for this problem. If you go into your settings, then go to your modes and routines, which is just here. On this page, go to routines at the bottom and then hit the plus at the top. Now under the if statement, if you set this to start manually, and under the then statement, go to notifications and set this to do not disturb and hit done. This next step should happen automatically, but just check that when the routine stops, it actually undoes the setting that you set up, and make sure that this is active. Now you can hit done and save, and then here you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it shut up. And then you could choose an icon from the presets here. But if you have an image you'd like to use for this mode, you can actually apply that. So if we go to gallery here and then choose the image that we want to use, let's go with this one and then customize the color that we want around this little circle icon. Let's just go blue just for the sake of this video. And now we've set that up. So what you can do is actually add this quick shut up button to any one of your home screens. So to do this, you just pinch your home screen, go to widgets at the bottom, scroll down to the modes and routines widgets, and then here scroll down a little bit to the single routine, add this. And then once you've added this button, you have to activate it for the first time and then choose the mode that you want as that button. So there we go. Whenever your phone is blowing up, you can just tap this and that will shut the phone up. And you'll notice when you use this button, it will actually change color, so you'll know when it's active. But if you want to go one step further, you can do this. If we go back into the modes and routines, and then we go back to the shut up routine that we just set up, what you can do is go to edit, and then under the then statement, you can have it change the wallpaper whenever you use that mode. And to do this, you just go to wallpaper here. I'm going to change the home screen wallpaper to this. There we go. So now whenever you use this routine to shut your phone up, you will know without any shadow of a doubt that, yeah, it is in the shut up mode. All right, so I know I said there'd be 10 tips, but if you know this channel, you already know. You know what I like to do.
You know what we do?
Put it up to
11, exactly.
So here is one more bonus tip that you may find useful. So this one is very well hidden within the Samsung Gallery app. So let's jump into the Gallery app. In the bottom right corner, go to this and then go to settings. Scroll all the way to the bottom and go to about gallery. Here you'll see the gallery version number. If you tap this repeatedly, this will unlock the gallery labs and it will tell you once it's done it. Now when you go back, you will see gallery labs at the bottom. Here, if you scroll down a little bit, you will find a very useful tool called Save as PDF. So this allows you to grab images from your gallery and convert them into PDF. For example, let's say you've taken a bunch of photos of receipts or documents, but they're in the JPEG format. What you can do is hold your finger down on the first one, select some other ones. Once you've selected them all, you can then hit create and then save as PDF. This saves it as one file that is scrollable with each image on each page, like so. So this could be a very useful productivity hack. if you do work with lots of documents and receipts and things like that. All right, some of you guys watching this video might be like, I wouldn't subscribe to this channel in a million years. And to you, I say,
So you're telling me there's a chance?
and if you just did and you want to see how far this Galaxy tips and tricks rabbit hole goes, well, I've got 2 very long form videos which are deep dives into all of the optimal settings and customization features that these phones have. Those thumbnails are on screen right now. And if you're thinking about subscribing, well, then you might as well
Do it.
because I would greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you just subscribed, I will see you guys in the next one, so don't be late.